Something. Let's begin now with the Tuesday morning quarterbacking on the Sunday night snafu that has garnered worldwide attention. How could something so big and so important be so totally flubbed? The accounting firm involved issued not one but two apologies yesterday. So too last night did the Academy, pointing out and apologizing and in essence saying the accounting firm was entirely responsible for the mistake. But were they? As the Academy continues to investigate what went wrong, maybe a simple stop at a stationery store would be helpful. There are different tiers in the quality of paper and printing. And for 2017, the Academy made a clear decision, a new decision, and what seems now to be a deeply unwise decision. Here are Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty, and what's in Warren's hand? A red envelope. And as you'll see for yourself, the printing on the outside of that envelope is not especially easy to read. It is not 100% clear, and there is no printing on the rear of the envelope. And now this, the man who provided the Oscars with a custom design envelope and insert card for the last 6 years ending in 2016 was not involved in the ceremony on Sunday night, and maybe almost certainly he should have been. Marc Friedland and his company Couture Communications has supplied the Academy with envelopes and insert cards for 6 years ending in 2016. And the distinction is startling. Marc's here this morning, and you've brought with you what?
So these are the the envelopes that we had designed over the last 6 years. We designed this to keep them iconic, to match the statuette, and we really took a lot of precautions to engineer this in a way that was as foolproof as possible. Although this was human error, I can't say that our envelopes would have prevented that, but we did take a lot of pains to make sure that there were no flubs.
So how is that different? I mean, it says leading actor. The other one probably said leading actor.
Leading actor.
Well.
So a couple of things. The type on this was very, very legible, and that was intentional because we know on stage in that pin-dropping moment.
We're going to have you just tilt it
Sure.
to that camera right
there. You go. In that pin-dropping moment, there's a lot of pressure. A billion eyes are watching you.
And Marc, I'm going to have you pause for 1 second. Look, see the front there of their envelope, which is pretty hard to read.
I see, yeah.
And then also, look at the rear of the envelope. There's nothing on the rear of the envelope. Look at the rear of this envelope.
You see it again.
And we did that intentionally so that way the presenter would have very clear, vision of this. Plus, also keep in mind that on stage there's so many lights, there's so much whatever. So knowing how to design for that, not only did this need to show up well for the audience, but it also needed to function.
There's also a PwC seal on this.
That is correct.
So what was the procedure by which PwC would be involved in putting the actual winner into your envelope?
So I have to say, PwC are amazing. They've been doing this for 83 years. The system and the process is a precision process. So basically, the process is we do a winner's card for every nominee. Those get in turn delivered to PricewaterhouseCoopers. Two people do the tabulations, insert and seal, and each of the two accountants take their set to the award ceremony.
But what I think is the interesting thing is obviously there was human error in handing out the wrong envelope, but take a look, and maybe we can zoom in once again. So if you were supposed to be given the envelope for Best Picture, and in fact, we'll do this exactly right. Take that one, leading. Instead, you were giving the envelope, drop the leading actor one.
I'm confused.
You're giving you're supposed to get Best Picture, but you got leading actress instead.
Yeah.
If you didn't notice it on the front, you may well have noticed it on the back.
And it certainly would have been visible to any other people on stage, hopefully preventing this.
So the current envelope didn't have anything on the back?
You're looking
the
at the
light
current
gold.
But that's the front.
Yeah.
You're
No,
looking
the
at the
back
front
is
with
the
the
flap.
flap
I
up.
see, I
Flap
see.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
And, also just the contrast of gold against red is not the easiest to
Yeah.
visually see, especially under bright lights. And sometimes gold foil reflects light, that
And
type
Marc,
of thing.
so they made, there's two versions of the same card, one for stage right and stage left. So
Correct.
that's most likely how they got handed.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
If you get the gig back, you should put even a third sticker on. So when the, when the flap is up. it is
Another
then-
one.
Yeah, because then you're still looking.
And then one thing
Yeah.
that was interesting is and we're going to show you here. So if you open the envelope, it's more of a keepsake card, and this is of course the Jane Doe story, but this is all extraordinarily clear, easy to read and see.
And then also on the back of the card, we also have the
Once again.
Once
Once
again.
again,
This has been an incredible experience for me, and the Academy has been so wonderful, and to provide me this opportunity, and I certainly would keep that door open for them, to come back.
Well, but Mark,
My guess is there may be a call at 7:30 this morning.
and Mark was saying Sunday night, everybody's calling his phone
Yes.
going, hey, what'd you do to the cards?
Yes,
And you said, it
yes,
wasn't me. I
Yes,
wasn't
so it was a very unfortunate occurrence, and
But
it's
had nothing to do with
you.
no, it didn't. But I felt the pain, believe me,
Right.
because when we designed this, our biggest nightmare, and when I went to the Oscars, my biggest nightmare whenever I sat there was, oh my God, will somebody be able to get it out of the envelope? Will it get stuck? And so we took provisions to make sure that didn't happen by, waxing the sides of the card, by giving a little extra, girth in the envelope. So I really felt that pain, and I feel really very empathetic towards the whole situation.
My suspicion is we may well see you in these very easy to read and crystal clear envelopes back at the ceremony. Mark, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, thank you.
7:21 this morning. Did you know today is World Spay Day?